In this episode, I'm going to take you through 3 powerful mindset shifts that helped me get on camera and record this first episode for YouTube. So stick with me if you want to know what happened between me having all of the fears, getting over myself, and pressing record. Hey gorgeous, it's Sara here, host of Start Over and Rise, and welcome if you're listening on the podcast, and if you're watching this on YouTube, then welcome to my very first solo episode of me on camera. And that's why I wanted to talk about this, because I've been planning to do this for way too long, and I just kept coming up with more excuses as to why I shouldn't do it. And then I focused on these 3 powerful mindset shifts that got me here right now, pressing record, and now we have this episode. So genuinely, pressing record and showing up like this is a really big deal for me. And today, I want to take you through those things that have changed, that have allowed me to be here right now. As the host of Start Over and Rise, I've always been dead honest about the things that I find difficult. Change isn't easy. Doing new things isn't easy, but we can overcome these things and we can make it just as easy to do the things that we want to do. And when it comes to something like making a video for the podcast and putting it on YouTube, then it's never just about the tech. It's always about those things that are going on inside of us. So whether you're thinking of your own thing, maybe you want to start a podcast or start a YouTube channel, and you've been sitting on that idea for some time. Maybe you've bought all of the kit. Maybe you've gone through the courses that have shown you how to actually do it all. And now you find yourself in that place where you've got to show up and you've got to press record. So I hope that if that is you, you get value from today's episode and that it helps you take that step. Because as I'm always saying, the combination of a fresh start and new thinking always leads us to our next chapter. So mindset shift number 1, I got super focused on my why. Sometimes we can tell ourselves the reason we want to do something, and then we get tied up in all the buying the tech, doing the things, planning it, setting the intentions, and so on. And the most important thing to make sure that you keep focus on is the reason you want to do it. When self-doubt and imposter syndrome came knocking on my door, I came back to, why am I doing this? Why do I want to start putting myself out there on YouTube? Why do I want to share what I have to say? And the answer is crystal clear to me. So always be aware of what your why is, because it brings you back to that very essence of why you want to do this stuff. So for me, I'm building an online business. I want to be helping as many people as possible who want to start over and rise in one part or every part of their life. Now, for me, creating an online business is incredibly exciting, and I want to encourage as many people to do it as possible, because we now have opportunities that we just didn't have 20 years ago, 25 years ago. We didn't have the same opportunities. We didn't have the same ease into creating a business like this as we do now. Now, I'm 54 and I have a slight advantage in that I've always been interested in technology. I love it. When the internet came along, oh my goodness, the amount of possibilities that I could suddenly see that were majorly, for me, that excited me. So I want to make the most of that. And we get older, we hear stories about how you're too old. It's too late for you to do these things. This is for younger people. Well, that's rubbish. So I plugged into my why, and I love to lead by example. It challenges me, and I think it really proves to other people that I'm serious about what I'm talking about, because I am walking my talk. I don't want to be seen as someone who's just talking about fluffy ideas. I want to lead by example, and I want to show you that you can absolutely do this as well. If I can do this, so can you. It is totally possible for each and every one of us to make a living doing things that we love. Now, my chosen route is to do it this way by using media and video and podcasting because I absolutely love it. And I'm using that to grow my audience and to help people for free because that makes me feel good. And also so that if people do want to come and work with me, they've got a really good idea about what I'm like. But you might not want to do a business. You might just want to share your stories and your experiences and have some fun. You might want to do something really different. And the biggest thing I love about this is the more that I've helped other clients, the more that I've interviewed guests and so on the podcast and dived into that world of people making big changes, people grabbing hold of the driving wheel of their car on the journey of their life and steering it in the right direction that they want to do it. And the majority of people need money. And we now are in an economy where the biggest economy in the whole of the world is actually online. It is not slowing down, and there are more and more opportunities every single day. So I'm going to be honest with you. It's not just about helping others. I want to prove to myself that I can do this too. I want to prove to my children that it is totally possible. And the strategy I've chosen is I want to get over this fear of being on camera and I want to go for it and build my YouTube channel. And I'm super excited about it. So if you're listening and you're thinking, hey, maybe I could do this, then I want to tell you, absolutely, you can do this. So number one, focus on your why. It is the thing that will keep you motivated. It is the thing that will have you bouncing out of bed in the morning. And it is the thing that will keep you stepping outside of your comfort zone so that you can do new things and make new results. Mindset shift number 2. If not now, when? It's so true, right? I don't feel ready to be doing this. I don't have a fancy background, a beautiful apartment by the beach. I don't have a lavish lifestyle. I don't feel I have anything that's particularly aspirational about doing this. However, I'm a massive believer in the learning is in the doing. My lighting will get better. My backgrounds will get better, but that's no excuse to wait. You're never going to wait for perfection because perfection or getting better at stuff only comes by doing the thing. So if you are finding yourself thinking there's going to be a better time, I'll do it after the children leave school, or I'll do it after I've lost a stone, or I'll do it after I've had my hair done, whatever it is, if we keep putting these things off, your goal, what you want to be achieving is just being pushed further and further away each and every day. And we don't want that. And I certainly don't want that now. So yes, I might be new to this. Yes, I've got a lot to learn, but I've also got incredible experience that I want to be sharing, valuable information. And I think this channel is going to be super, super valuable. So I can get started now. And the other thing that I've added in recently is the learning is in the doing, but also you can't grow what you haven't started. It's as simple as that. So I'm getting to be completely okay with being a beginner at this particular stuff because I've got track record as well. And I'm sure you have. There have been many things that I have started off as a complete beginner and managed to master. So why would this be any different? And that was what I was telling myself. So if not now, when? And really, if you start to hear yourself and all you can hear is excuses, then that's the time to start. So instead of waiting for that ideal moment, I just hit record. I got to the point where I'm like, I've got to start now. And that's what I want to encourage you to do as well. What is it that you are just holding back from starting because you don't feel you're ready? The thing is, we're never ready. But once you get started, you can build it from there. Let's start messy. Let's start imperfect. And let's just go for it. Mindset shift number 3. And this is probably the biggest one. People are going to judge me. I am so fearful, or at least I was so fearful of that. People are going to think I look too old. People are going to think I have a wonky mouth. I don't look right. Maybe they don't like my voice. People are going to judge me for the things that I talk about, my opinions. People are going to judge me for just doing this. Who does she think she is? She's not a YouTuber. She's way too old for that. There are so many things we tell ourselves. And at the end of the day, this mindset shift that I've now had is, think about it. When have people ever criticized you for things before? Were they actually trying to do the things that you were trying to do? Because that's where I've got to this now. I don't want to listen to people laugh and judge me because I'm doing a YouTube channel, especially if they've never done anything like this. I'm not interested in that. I am interested in great feedback. If someone is more experienced than me and decides that they want to give me some feedback, I am all ears because they're there. They're doing it. And here's the thing. Anybody I know who is actually doing this, they've not judged me once. They've not criticized me. They've been supportive. They've been encouraging. And those are the people that I want to be listening to. There will always be people who do not like me and do not like what I'm doing, and that's okay. So I'm now focusing on those that do like what I do, that are supportive and encouraging, and those who want to come along the journey with me. That's who I'm going to be listening to. And that has really, really helped me put it into perspective so that I can sit here now and press record. So what is it for you? Do you have something that you want to be changing at the moment, but you're worried about what other people are going to be thinking? Does it really matter? Because at the end of the day, most people are too busy worrying about themselves to be even focusing on you. They might look at it, see it for a few seconds, maybe have a chuckle to themselves, maybe even throw in a mean comment, but then they just move on. That's just how it is. So for me, and I encourage you, stop giving mind space to people that just don't matter. It doesn't matter what they think. Focus on the ones that you want to focus on, because what we focus on grows. So let's not worry about the bad side of things. Let's go with the positive and the good side of things. So yeah, to summarize that, the loudest critics are usually the ones that wouldn't even dare to do what you are trying to do right now. So let's quiet them down a little bit. So I'm focusing on those that value growth, honesty, real talk, authenticity over filters and flashes and how opulent my surroundings are. I've made peace with the fact that not everybody is going to like it. And that's perfectly okay, because I'm no longer putting my life on hold. I'm no longer willing to play small simply because I'm worried about what other people think. When you put it like that, it sounds insane, doesn't it? That we do this, that we play small because to keep other people happy, and they're not going to be happy anyway. And they're not even thinking about us. So time to move on, do the thing that you want to do. So here I am. Solo episodes from me are going to be every Monday on YouTube and continuing, of course, on Apple and Spotify and the audio podcast, which I love doing. We've now had over 60 episodes on there, and I'm going to be getting all of my previous interviews that have been recorded. They are going to be on the channel as well, and they're going to be coming out on a Thursday. If you found this episode helpful, inspiring, of value, or just reassuring in some way that you're not the only one who is out there trying to do new things, stretching their comfort zone and moving forward to a life they want to achieve. I am here reporting on it. I am here sharing other people's stories, and I am here doing it myself. So if you are with me, then I would love for you to hit like and subscribe to either of the platforms or both of the platforms and leave a comment and say hi. I would love to hear from you. If you found me, there is a reason that you have just come across this particular video. So ask yourself what that reason is and stick around. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, it's never too late to make a change, and it's never too early to start over and rise. I'll see you in the next video.